Hey guys, what's up? It's the Bazinga Guy movie reviewer here, and today I just saw a new movie today called Instructions Not Included. Most of you guys have probably never heard of this movie, and that's okay. This movie is in Spanish with English subtitles. So, like I said, this movie is in Spanish with English subtitles, but there are a few scenes here or there where they speak English too. So, don't let that stop you. This is a really good movie, so if you can get past the subtitles and just enjoy the movie, I promise you'll come out pleasantly surprised with this movie. The movie stars I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name since his name is in Spanish. Jeronimo Derbez. Derbez is his last name. And he was in the movie Jack and Jill, and he was on the short-lived CBS show that got canceled after a few episodes that Rob Schneider was in, where Rob Schneider's character married a Mexican woman. And he's most known for a lot of like Spanish television shows. So maybe if you have any Spanish friends that watch a lot of those Spanish soap, Spanish comedy shows, then maybe they've heard of him. So, what is this movie about, you might ask? This movie is about the main character plays a guy who's like a playboy type guy who gets with a lot of women. And at the beginning of the movie, it shows him getting with a lot of women and not caring about settling down or anything like that. And then one day, out of nowhere, he gets a knock on the door. And then he was sleeping, and he wakes up, and he's like, "Who's at the door?" And he opens the door, and this lady holding a baby is there. And then she's like, "This is your baby." So so the lady hands him the baby, and he's like, "Can I borrow $10 to pay the taxi person?" So he hands her $10, and she's like, "I'll be right back after I pay the taxi guy." So she goes off to pay the taxi guy and never comes back. And then he realizes after a while that she's never coming back. So he has to take care of the baby, and that's why it's called Instructions Not Included, because he doesn't know what he's doing, because he's never been responsible before. So he thinks that she lives in Los Angeles somewhere, so he travels with the baby to go to Los Angeles to try to find her. And then he realizes he's not going to be able to find her anymore, so he gets a job as a stuntman in Los Angeles and moves with her, with his daughter there. And then the movie fast forwards, and most of the movie takes place when the little girl grows up and is about 6 years old. So it fast forwards, and she's 6 years old, and it shows them living a life, him as a stuntman, her going to school and all that. And then out of nowhere, the mother comes back and wants to try to reconnect with the daughter. So the whole movie is about, like, the mother wanting the daughter back and the father wanting to keep the daughter because he's been in her life since birth and she abandoned her own baby. So, if you've seen the trailer before, or if you check it out, the movie looks like a silly slapstick comedy, and it has elements like that in the movie. But what surprised me is how deep and serious their moments were in the movie. It felt more like a drama than a comedy, so it's like a comedy drama. But I think it had more drama than comedy, but it did have a lot of funny parts in the movie. And I was pleasantly surprised. There was a few scenes in the movie that I started tearing up and crying because of the father-daughter relationship in the movie and him thinking, am I going to lose my daughter or will I keep her? Because this guy is the only family this little girl has had her whole life. So she doesn't want to lose him. But the mother's trying to legally get her back. So it was an interesting movie, and it was one of those surprise sleeper hits that I didn't expect coming, and I liked it a lot more. I didn't really have any high expectations for it. I really didn't know what to think. I thought, just another movie in Spanish. But I was really, really surprised. If they make more movies like this, I will be willing to go see them. I thought it was a really well done movie, and I recommend it to anyone who can get past the subtitles and enjoy this movie. It'll tug at your heart a little bit, so make sure you bring a box of tissues. And also, I want to ask you guys, has anyone even heard of this movie? And if you have you seen the trailer? What are your thoughts on it? I know most of you haven't seen it, but I totally recommend this movie for anyone who likes a good family movie with lighthearted comedy, good story, touching movie. I give this movie 3.5 out of 5 stars. Thank you for watching my review, and have a good day, and I have more reviews coming soon.